Midlife ladies, the workforce has just changed forever, and midlife professionals have missed the memo. January and February 2025 have brought seismic shifts to the workforce. I know my job has personally changed. Every day is like an episode of The Office. With every new executive order that comes out, it's like papers are flying and everyone's freaking out. Oh my God, oh my God. Yes. So my job has changed as well, and I'm certain yours has, with everything that's happening. But here's what no one's telling you. Today, I am exposing the 2025 workplace survival playbook that midlife professionals are using to land promotions right now. If you have ever felt invisible at work, or felt like you are outdated, or felt left behind by all that AI chatter, you are not just going to survive in 2025. You are going to thrive in 2025 in the workplace, and I am going to show you how to do it. But before we begin, how did you and I get here today? If we haven't met before, my name is Valerie Lennon, and I am a lawyer, but I'm also a social media fashion creator. And if we met on another channel, I have almost 1 million followers across social media on that fashion channel. But as a lawyer, I recently attended a conference where a commissioner from the Equal Opportunity Employment Commission spoke to us. And the EEOC settled a lawsuit recently where an AI hiring software was automatically screening out midlife women applicants over the age of 55 and men over the age of 60. And while we knew this was happening to men, or we suspected it was happening to men over 60, it was quite shocking that it was happening to midlife women at an earlier age, and that an AI hiring company would be so bold as to encode that into their AI hiring software. I was infuriated by what I heard, and I shared that with you on my fashion social media channel. The response from you, our midlife working women, was overwhelming. And while it took me a few months to try to figure out what direction to take this, I decided that we needed a whole new channel just devoted to midlife working women. So here we are with a brand new channel just for midlife working women. And today we are going to talk about how not just to survive in 2025, but how to thrive in 2025 as midlife working women. So let's get into it. So midlife working women, here are 15 strategies to thrive and stay relevant in the workplace in 2025. The first area we are going to talk about is technology. Number one is to embrace technology. Stay up to date with the latest advancements of technology in your field. Whatever digital tools are relevant to your field, make sure that you are up to date and trained on those tools. Silence that digital dinosaur myth that is attached to midlife women. Number two, invest in education related to technology. Set aside 30 to 60 minutes a week for courses on like Coursera, LinkedIn, edX, and things like that that will bring up to date your technology skills. Maybe do online workshops or certifications that are relevant to your field. This will not only expand your knowledge, but it will keep you current in technology in your field of practice or in your workspace. Also consider getting certified in areas of high demand in your field, such as ethical AI or other areas of artificial intelligence related to your workspace. Number three, stay informed. Not celebrity gossip, not political gossip. Stay informed on business news. And I can actually narrow this down a little bit further for you. It doesn't matter what workspace you are in. Artificial intelligence is the hottest topic of concern. If you want to look super smart by the water cooler or in those boardroom discussions, pay special attention to anything related to artificial intelligence in the news. And this is probably a good time for me to tell you that I have a special newsletter devoted just for working women. And in that newsletter, I always have a water cooler section to keep you informed and educated on what's happening in the news. And there's almost always going to be something in there about AI because I am obsessed with artificial intelligence. And while we are on the topic of newsletters, make sure you are subscribing to at least one industry newsletter a week that's related to your industry so that you are staying in the know and staying up to date about the latest in your field of work. The next area of topics is career management. Number 4, conduct a skills audit. Assess your current skill level and any skills that you might have that could transfer to a new industry. Let's be honest, folks, we are in a volatile market right now, and there's a lot of uncertainty with what's going to happen with the job market in the coming year. You may need to pivot with your career. So if you identify what skills you have now, you might be able to transfer those to a new industry here soon. And as midlife women, we have some very unique skill sets that the younger women do not have. This is actually a topic that is very close to my heart because something happened in a meeting recently. Some skills that midlife women have that the younger women don't have, and we will talk about that soon. So keep this in mind. Conduct a skills audit, see what skills you are strong in, which skills you are weak in. Maybe you need to brush up on some skills, but this is a good time to do that in case you have to do a career pivot here soon. Number 5, set career goals. Okay, nobody come at me with what I'm about to say, but with all of the talk in the government about saving government money right now, one of the things that's being tossed around is upping the age for Social Security from 67 to 69. So if you are 50 years old, like me, you could potentially be working 17 to 20 more years before you're able to draw Social Security. So I know that the idea of setting career goals at 50 years old might seem a little odd, but we still have plenty of time ahead of us to set those goals and to reach them. So keep that in mind. You still have plenty of time ahead of you. Number 6, consider a career pivot. We talked about this a second ago, but with all of the changes in the job market right now, this might be your renaissance period. Think about what your goals and aspirations were when you were younger, or maybe there's something you want to do in life that you haven't done yet. Be open to exploring new career paths or industries that align with your values. You still have plenty of time ahead of you. Be that renaissance woman. Networking and visibility. Oh, I heard so many of you cringe through the camera screen. I know, I've got you. We're going to talk about all of these in depth soon, but it's really important. Number 7, build a strong community network. Number 7, build a strong support network. Connect with peers, mentors, professionals, and others in your network to gain support and access new opportunities. Within these groups, who knows, you might be able to access hidden opportunities. Number 8, attend industry events. I know, hold on. I heard you sigh and cringe. It's okay. We're going to talk about this soon, about some strategies on how to do this. But the opportunities you will gain by being front and center, face to face with peers, coworkers, superiors, and mentors at these events, these opportunities you will not get unless you are there. You won't get them sitting behind the desk. You certainly won't get them from working at home. Not only will you stay informed about industry trends, but you will expand your professional circle as well. Number 9, seek mentorship opportunities. And for midlife women, I think this is a huge, huge opportunity. This is where you are able to leverage your years of experience. I think this is a really great opportunity for you to volunteer within your work, within your network, certainly to mentor younger people and add that as a benefit within your office. We'll talk more about this one soon. Personal branding. I know this sounds a little bit weird at first, but hear me out on it. Number 10, develop your unique value proposition. What do I mean by this? We've done an exercise online and we'll do it again soon. What is your superpower in the workplace? What do you excel at? What makes you unique? So not just identify it to you, make sure your employer knows that you excel at it. Make sure others know that your superpower, for me, it's time management. It's getting hours out of the day that other people have no idea existed. If there's 24 hours in the day, I can get 36 out of it. But every one of us has some unique superpower in the workplace. We'll talk about how to identify that and leverage it to your benefit soon. Number 11, update and frequently renew your online presence. And what I mean by that is keeping your LinkedIn up to date, up to the minute. And I mean quarterly, go in and update it. You will be surprised at the opportunities that come your way just by keeping that up to date. Check in once a week on LinkedIn and post. Just keep that up to date. We will talk about this soon as well. Workplace struggles. Let's be real. We're going to have struggles in the workplace, but let's navigate them effectively. Number 12, cultivate interpersonal relationships within the workplace. Something that midlife women excel at that the younger generations don't are interpersonal relationships. And that is because we grew up talking to each other face to face and not looking at the phone screen. So make it your point to make friendships throughout the office with young, middle-aged, and older coworkers. We excel at speaking to people face to face, so make that your priority. Number 13, advocate for yourself. Make sure you communicate to your management what you excel at. Let them know your achievements, let them know your aspirations, and don't hesitate to negotiate for promotions or for accommodations. And don't forget to ask for opportunities as well. Just because you're in the midlife years, you can still ask for those opportunities. Number 14, embrace flexibility. When we get into the midlife years, let's admit it, we can get set in our ways. But with people being called back to the office, some people are still in flexible work schedules. Some of us are not. But if you will embrace change, then you will embrace flexibility. Be open to changing work environments, be open to flexibility, and be open to accommodating the changing needs and environment of your workplace. Health and well-being. 15th and finally, prioritize your self-care. If you will maintain your physical well-being, this will maintain your mental well-being. I talked to one worker recently that was able to work with her boss so that she could come in 30 minutes early 3 days a week, and that way she could leave 30 minutes early and go for a walk. She was having blood pressure problems, which was causing chest pain, and this 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week, gave her 30 minutes to walk. It brought down her blood pressure. It brought down her stress level, and it made it easier for her to be in that working environment. It made her ultimately a happier worker. So feel free to ask your superior for small accommodations like that prioritize not just your physical well-being, but your mental health as well. We're going to talk about each one of these strategies more in depth in the future. But by implementing each one of these strategies in 2025, midlife working women can enhance their value in the workplace. We can overcome potential age-related bias, and we can continue to grow professionally through our careers. So if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button because there's more videos to come like this in the future. Until then.